Robhorton.bjj wants to know which sponsored athletes have had the biggest impact for Scramble, in your opinion. That's a great question, because you've sponsored so many guys over the years. Some of them you've been sponsoring for years, right? So
Yeah, that is a tough one, because I don't want to kind of neglect any of our athletes. You know, every single person on the team is really important. But I will say in particular that, you know, we've got a very tight European squad at the moment, and Europe is doing really well. And you know, we spending much less on advertising in Europe at the moment, but everything is growing really well still. So you know, you got to put that down to people like Matthias and Camille doing leg lock camp, head to toe and scramble all the time. Santeri doing, you know, fucking smashing every trials, running an amazing academy, always in scramble. You know, Mo that we spoke about last time, loads more. But you know, I don't want to start listing them, otherwise I'll have to list every single person and possibly make a mistake. But the European group that we have now is really good, and I can see like a positive impact from them. So yeah.
that's cool. Follow-up question from Rob: that how important is content to you when you are looking to sponsor an athlete for Scramble? I guess what he's asking then is that, you know, do athletes need to be content producers as much as they do, you know, focusing on the jiu-jitsu and just going out there and competing?
Damn, I mean, it's almost like the number one thing, honestly. Especially if there's a paid component, because you're essentially paying for advertising. And
Right.
it really doesn't matter if you're incredible at jiu-jitsu and nobody knows about it, because, you know, that doesn't help you, and doesn't help us either. So being good at content creation is one of the number one things. And I know why he's asking that, because his content is really good. Yeah.
But it's true though, right? Visibility is everything, and that's why you would choose to associate with an athlete. So whether it is visibility by competing regularly on large events, or whether it is visibility as somebody who maybe is not even known as a competitor, maybe somebody who's a teacher, but
Definitely.
has a really good online presence and is known for that, and that's huge, right? I can think of just, you know, examples like you said, you know, Camille and Matthias, they're as known for their technical side of things as they are for their competition exploits. And somebody like Jason Rao, you know, that you've been
Yeah.
sponsoring him for years, but you know, he's been hurt for a few years now, hasn't competed, I think, in about 3 years, but constantly
His
putting out
content is amazing.
really good technical content.
Every post he puts out kills it. Massive amounts of likes and views. Yeah, really good.
And Joao Miao as well. You know, he's
Yeah.
not really competing too much outside of masters divisions in local IBJJF tournaments, and yet million followers on
Oh
Instagram
man,
and king of TikTok.
he's gold dust, Joao. He's amazing. Yeah, I was like not hesitant, but you know, I wasn't sure which way that sponsorship would go, and it ended up going really well. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody expected Joao to become this, you know, an influencer like he is. Which is, considering that his personality in the early days of his career, you know, he's obviously very quiet, very reserved. You know, didn't really do much outside of just competing. But man, he's changed so much, and he's just he's one of the best guys to follow for sure. It's so funny.